Hello and welcome to GEEKAMANIA. That's Mark, that's Ben, and I'm Keir.
That was really downplayed. That was nice.
That was
mean, when I do it, I always amp it up all over the top.
Hey guys!
But you just nice and calm. Welcome to GEEKAMANIA, guys. This is a nice civil discussion about Red Dwarf.
I have presented over 2 programmes, so
blimey, well,
I am a professional.
That's true. Now that I think about it.
He's very professional.
So yeah,
This episode is about Red Dwarf.
yeah, new season.
That's come back.
Yeah,
It's
it's cold outside.
You got
Therefore
2
that's
awesome
it.
nostalgic things that's back: Ninja Turtles and Red Dwarf.
Oh my god, this is the Red Dwarf episode. No Turtles.
Mate, we can't help it. We got it in the background, so it has to be there.
Why do we still have it here?
Because I'm awesome. No.
Don't careful. I treated it with care. Don't worry.
Be careful.
That's my comic.
So yeah, Red
Yeah,
Dwarf.
yes.
Red Dwarf. Yes.
Recently
Hilarious.
came back on Dave of all places.
Dave.
Holy mother of Ra.
Who is? Do you know why it's called Dave then, Ben?
No.
It's named after Dave Lister.
Is it?
It
Yes.
is,
Really?
Named after Dave Lister.
I don't buy that, but fair play.
Well, that was the explanation they gave in Back to Earth.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well.
Did they?
And also they did have it up on the website. It is genuinely named after Dave Lister.
Fair play. But yeah,
I thought it was just called it just because it was a name.
yeah, I
Yeah,
just
me
thought
too.
like
Dave!
one guy was
It's
like,
Dave.
"I'll make Charles, call it Dave."
It's
He was Northern. I make channel.
I got to the panel and let's call him Dave.
Wait,
What was that?
I have no idea. I was trying to remember
that was like an Indian man who had lived in the north for a bit too long and had taken on a bit of a northern accent.
that was my Northern Irish.
I thought he sounded
Not
a bit
Indian.
like an Italian gypsy. Can I say that on the internet?
Shall we just say that accent is... Post in the comments what you think Mark Thurston was.
Yeah.
Because I'm genuine. That could literally be anything.
That could be a whirlwind of discussion right there.
So yeah, should we actually talk about Red Dwarf?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, overall, it was alright. I feel like the writing wasn't quite as strong as it has been.
It did. I liked it a lot, but I was quite disappointed because obviously I remember the first 6 to 8 series,
Mm.
and it's because it used to be Grant and Naylor, and now it's not.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who did the directing and who did most of the behind the scenes work, but I don't know if it's the one that directed left. I think, but I think it's kind of they've not got each other to play off of anymore. So it's
Yeah.
Yes. So it's like if one likes it, if you're like, oh, we'll put this in because it was quite funny, but the other one, it's kind of good when they work with each other because if one didn't think it was very funny, they could be like, okay, well, we'll put that away, and they one, and they'd be like two that they both agree on.
And it does seem a bit like they've rushed to get a lot in. 'Cause
Yeah.
obviously, it's in Dave. They've got to have that break in the middle, which they never had before.
Mm.
So it's a whole different format.
It's just, I feel like, a lot of that, the themes are still there, and the characters are still there, and, like, all of the, like, Red Dwarf elements are still very, very much intact, but you've just kind of lost that, like, edge. It's like, the writing's not quite as crisp as it was, it's a bit fuzzy, and some moments just don't gel as well as they did. And I'm sounding really pretentious here. I've just zoned out. It's like, whoa, what are we using with all this language?
You always start
it's
to
lost
sound really
its
pretentious when you stand up and go, and in the native Italian, it is.
Yeah.
It's lost. It's
it works
lost.
for the podcast, Ben. You are known as the elegant man.
I am.
You are known as the elegant
Compared
bollocks
to us,
man.
compared to us, you are someone very elegant.
Yes.
I don't know any elegant people.
And you are
Well.
you are a human dictionary.
Apparently, I am vocal ballet in these men's eyes.
You are.
You are.
But yeah, it's just lost that
Happy
chemistry in the
Yeah.
in the writing. I mean, like the acting's still really solid. Like performance-wise, visual-wise, it's all
think-
still intact.
There's one character. The cat's changed a lot.
He has changed a little,
He's
hasn't
got more intelligent, which kind of.
But in a sense, though, you've got to think about it. It has been years since the first series, so maybe with that time he's become more intelligent.
Yeah, but he descended from a cat, and the idea was that he always just didn't have a clue, and that's kind of they use that to play off of with the other characters.
I feel like they've kind of looked at the Fonz and written him like how they imagine the Fonz is.
Yeah.
Because like right away, I noticed like the first time he came and shot laugh track, and I'm just like, wait a minute, it's just like like the Fonz enters, everyone goes, ah, it's the Fonz.
Well, it is in front of a live audience. Maybe I also think that as well. Maybe what he did when he came on made people laugh.
No, he didn't do anything. It's kind of just like, but you know, it feels like it's just lacking that something.
But I've also got to remember, it's like as we said in the Ninja Turtles review, it's the first episode. Maybe if you watch the rest of them, it might
I feel like
better.
you know, they could quite easily find their voice. I mean, this is clearly like the writers just haven't quite gotten the grasp of it yet, so they could still pull this back.
And also, it has been a few years since Back to Us, so the expectations are quite high up again. You know, like anything coming back.
I mean, this could very well just be that, you know, this is just an off episode. This might just be one of the the next episode could be absolutely sterling and stunning. You know, I'm not judging.
Sterling, old chap.
I'm not judging the whole series. I'm just saying this one episode it lacks a good script.
To us though, I laughed on the second, even before the actual episode of Red Dwarf, the bit with Rick Mayer with the man with the sword, and then Rick Mayer just came up, screw you, and slapped him over the head with it.
That's not kind of part of a dwarf.
Yeah, Mark kind of laughed more at the sponsor.
That's
image.
a Bombardier advert.
Yeah, I was laughing at the Bombardier advert because, you know, it's hilarious, and then it got me in the mood to be laughing then.
I doubt that any of the crew or cast of Red Dwarf said we want to put that one on to make Mark.
Yeah, they might have done.
I bet if anyone from Red Dwarf's watching this is like, really, the biggest laugh we got wasn't even us, it was just a sponsor ad. Oh my god!
The other bit of laugh I love was the moose bit. Yeah, the bit about the moose.
That was a good set. That was a good setup and a good gag to where listeners just there like, oh, this is a really tough question, guys. This lateral thinking one is like, oh really? So it's tough. It really is a tough question. I'm gonna say moose. It's like moose, really? It's moose. That was a good joke. That was the pinnacle of the whole thing, and it was a good gag.
And then the gag with the whole, which is kind of taking the piss even nowadays, with the on hold, when it's like, and even Christ was like, oh, there's a few he's quite, Christ has always been known for being quite, like, not calm,
he goes,
and he goes,
flips out.
and he flips out on a phone, like, I thought that bit was quite funny.
Thanks for teaching me how to be calm.
Yeah, be calm, right.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's definitely still got that Red Dwarf essence, but
it's just clicked for me what's changed about it. It seems a lot of the writing seems a bit more like an American sitcom now.
Yes, it's very much more like it. They're going for quicker gags. Yeah. Like a lot of Red Dwarf's earlier episodes, there wasn't so many laughs in the early segments.
Yeah.
It was more like there was little laughs to tide you along, and then you get like a big laugh near the end where everything came along.
Yeah.
That's a much more typical British way of doing sitcom. The American style is much more quick gags, just throwing them at the audience quickly and quickly. Some will miss, some will hit, and it felt much more like this. So it's different. It's not bad. It's different.
It's just, I think it's because if it came on its own and it was its own series and it was like that, we would like it. But I think because I've been a fan since I was like 5.
Yeah,
of the original series.
You have that like that nostalgia thing, like with me with Ninja Turtles. Like
since it has that Red Dwarf name on the top, you have expectations, and they weren't necessarily what we got. And it's not a bad show, as I said. I enjoyed it.
Funny, I enjoyed it. I thought it was quite hilarious.
Yeah,
I laughed quite a few times actually during the show.
I think the biggest thing about the whole thing at the moment is what the hell happened? Because it's Series 10 and they're missing Series 9 because for some reason they did Back to Earth, which came after they said in it there was a Series 9 and 10. So everyone went, we're going to do a Series 9 and 10. And instead of going back and doing 9 then 10, they've done 10 first. So maybe we have no idea what happened after the end of Series 8 when the ship was being eaten alive and Mirror was trapped in it, which is possibly how he became a hologram again.
Possibly.
And we never get to properly find out what happens to Kajansky. And there's so many unanswered questions because it's Series 10.
So there's a huge continuity gap.
So Series 9's going to have to tie that in like very tightly.
Wait, so
they could do what they did at the start of Series 3 after the end of Series 2 when they swapped Norman Lovett for Hatteridge, and they had that, like, the story so far, but they had it so quickly that you couldn't read it.
Yeah.
Actually, if you go back and if you get a transcript of it, it has everything in it.
Does it?
Yeah, it explains everything.
That's cool, man.
So they could just like do a little wry aside like that.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, you remember that time all those things were eating our ship? Oh yeah, good thing we had that fire extinguisher, right? Oh yeah, no, it was a good one.
Well, they did have an alternate ending to it, but they didn't. They put the one out where Rimmer nearly dies, but he needs death and balls and then runs away. So
I've seen that. That was quite
but
funny.
the original ending was Rimmer comes back and he has the cure. They stop the ship being eaten up by the bacteria, and then they take over the ship, and they're going through space and they see the captain and like one of the blue midgets flying away, and he's looking through the window looking at them, and they've got Lister and Rimmer at the window like saluting him off, smoking his cigars as he goes away. With the Rimmer salute.
Yes.
Which is like, obviously, I mean, he hasn't done it because I mean, there's no one superior on the ship in this series. But it's like one of the things that when they had in Series 8, they had everyone back, and he got into the personal files, and then to impress the captain, he was doing all this stuff. The captain didn't know how he was doing it, and he did his extra special salute, which lasted about 10 minutes of him doing that and then going.
But again, Chris Barry is a legend, so you know that man is so funny.
Yeah, so they were saying like in rehearsals it was 2 minutes, and then the dress rehearsal was 5 minutes, and then when he did it in front of a live audience it was 10 minutes. He just kept building it and building it up.
That's brilliant.
So yeah. Overall, I thought that was a solid start. Just if hopefully it'll tighten up the writing as it goes along, and it'll come together and make
There's
that
definitely
magic come
some
back.
kinks to be worked out. But
Yeah.
Same thing with anything coming back, there's always a few kinks, which then hopefully they'll work out over a series.
It's unrefined gem. You just need to work at it a little bit more, and our gemsman, craftsman, I don't know the proper word. I'll Google it later and tell you guys. I probably won't. But they've just got to chisel at it a bit more, cut that gem nice and shiny, put up a little polish on it, it'll be nice.
Indeed. So yes.
You stay classy, internets.
Cheers,
I don't know why I'm
guys.
doing this.
Okay.
You stay classy, San Diego.
You stay classy, planet Earth.
You say classy, GEEKAMANIA fans.
Wait, we have fans?
Yeah, man, yes.
Go fuck yourself. Oh, I ruined it.
Don't say that, kid. We'll turn our
The
fans
internet
away.
has far too much fucking on it already without you joining in.
Yes.
It's not for the one to try. But you say me about ruining fans. He's destroyed the turtle demographic.
I know. Daniel.
Look,
And all the people that speak slang, they're going to hate us now. Just because of Ben.
Just focus your hate on me. I feed off of it. Don't put it on these two. These two are far more sensitive than me. But if you feel like hating me, go for it. Bring it.
Bring it
that
back.
was Red Dwarf episode of GEEKAMANIA.
That was.
That was.
That was.
Yeah, I'm Ben.
I'm Mark.
I'm Kier.
So
Nice.
cheers, guys, and
I am
take
Kier.
care, and we love you all.
See you later, guys.